After build review of the Sworkz S12-1R USA edition, actually. I bought this kit, assembled it, have not run it yet, but I am definitely looking forward to running it. The difference between the USA version and the European version is actually quite simple. In the kit, you'll get the normal laydown transmission for mid-front motor. Then you also get this bag, which has the rear motor and mid motor or upright transmission position, which is a 4-gear. The laydown one is actually a 3-gear. You get all the parts to put the upright type transmission together, along with the extras in the bag, as you'll see the kit in a minute, as well as the other part of Triple R Auto Sports that I do is build real cars. But you get these, which is a 12mm rear hex axle stubs and adapters for the hexes. Currently I'm running the 8-scale style 14mm like the 4-wheel drive buggies. You get 2 wings. This is the other wing. You do have to cut both out, but you can see there you can adjust your downforce and whatnot. A couple extra ball cups. I want to touch on these ball cups for a second before we get to the kit. These things are probably about the best ball cup I have seen to date on any kit. They are phenomenal, quite strong, very smooth, very workable, as well as a couple extra pills. And if you can see the dots on them for adjusting rear camber, rear toe, and anti-dive, anti-squat, stuff like that. Also with the USA kit, you do get 2 manuals with the kit. You get your normal M kit manual, which is for the laydown transmission, and the options for the battery locations and such like that, which you can run saddles, brick, or shorties like I actually am running in this one. Plus you get a supplemental manual for running the USA version, which has the upright transmission style setup, as you can see here. Kit went together pretty well. I have built both the S104 Evo as well as the EK1 and performance version of it, and I wasn't too thrilled with the manual itself. This is the actual kit. I wasn't too thrilled with the kit, with the manual itself. It was a lot like the associated manuals where you get, or associated kits where you have one bag with all the bearings, one bag with all the screws. Except for this kit, which is better than the associated version, I think, is they give you one bag of panhead style screws, one bag with cap style screws, and so on. So it does help you there. But all the lengths of each type screw are actually in each bag. I built the kit with the laydown transmission in it. As you can see, the body is actually attached. It comes with Velcro to attach the body, but it also comes with these little standoffs, one here, one on the other side, and one in the front, for if you do want to run pins. Plus it comes with the billboard. I actually kind of like the billboard. And as far as the body goes, I think this is actually the coolest 2-wheel body I've ever seen. Fairly narrow kit, not too narrow, not like the old Lowsies or anything like that, but not too bad. Very adjustable car. 5mm 776 front tower, carbon fiber 4mm tower. The front camber, the front toe kick up, there we go, is adjustable from the factory from 30 to 25 degrees. I right now have it in 25. The whole kit itself, there's a look at the chassis. It is 7076. I believe 3mm. I do have a chassis protector on it. It's the Universal J Concepts one. But the kit is extraordinarily adjustable. There's no E-clips in it, but everything's got adjustments as far as forward, back, and all the arms. The rears are semi-solid, but there again, have the adjustable forward, aft. The rear hinge pin holders are all aluminum. Let's get the body off here. real quick. Try to anyway, one-handed. It's a real tight fit in the front for the body. That's something I don't like, but as well as the body, I don't know how well you're going to see it. There you go. You can see different cutouts, locations for whatever transmission you're running. And in the manual, it really does not tell you. And I actually had to cut an additional amount out for the laydown style transmission on this that wasn't really marked out. But again, it's a really cool body. I really like this body. Of course, I could have mounted the billboard a little more straight, but it is what it is. Now the chassis. They do allow for nice wiring layouts in the car. The transmission is really laid down. It does come factory with the 3-puck slipper clutch. I have heard that they melt, so if you get one, get the, I believe they're red pads, and the aluminum cup, which I'm going to be getting. Like I said, I have not run this car yet, so I don't know. But get that aluminum stuff, and then the center idler gear. It's a large gear. It's made out of plastic. I've heard those go bad, but they do make an aluminum version. Car comes standard gear diff. But apparently Sworkz does have 3 different versions of ball diffs for it, and it also says set up for a rear sway bar if you want to put it on, much like the 4-wheel drive car. The shocks are the exact same as the S104 Evo with the clear white seals, and they're really smooth. They go together really well. They are emulsion. They have the screw right there. When I built the 104 shocks, they seem a little looser, seem a little smoother than these. It's the same spring package, the green springs front and rear as the 104 Evo, but these shocks are extraordinarily tight compared to the 104. I don't know if it's a geometry change or between the 2-wheel buggy and the 4-wheel buggy or what it is, but the front end of this car is way stiffer and well, actually for that matter, smoother in operation than the 4-wheel buggy. It could just be my kit. I don't know. I also have heard that the plastics have changed from the earlier versions of this when it was just lay down before they actually made the USA version, where the arms were real soft, the ball cups are real soft, stuff like that. This one, these things they definitely up their game. The arms are really, really brutally strong, really rigid. The ball cups, like I said before, are probably the best ball cup I have seen in a long time. Really smooth, but seriously stiff. The other gripe that I actually have, there's 2 more gripes I have about this car, is if you notice on the tie rods, there is no marking for left and right. So you kind of got to guess which way they go when you assemble them. Just kind of keep that in mind of when you do it. And the camber links is not so much, but like the tow rods, they have different type ball cups on either end, so you can't flop them. And then the back ones, there's a longer ball cup and a shorter ball cup. So when you build them, keep that in mind of which direction you're going with the ball cup. Again, like all the other Sworkz cars, they do come with these little guards on the shocks. It's the bottom, just the way they make the bottom cups. Little picture of the rear hub. Again, much like the 104, 8-scale style, large bore with the 14 mil. The front standard 12 mil, like the Losies or the Associated and stuff like that. So you can use any standard 12 mil wheel. I would think more along the line of the Associated style and then the Losi style. And then if you wanted to, like before I had mentioned, you have the 12 mil stubs that come with the kit. You can change those over to run a standard wheel instead of having to run the Sworkz wheels. But being that I have both four-wheel buggies, I have a ton of rear 10 scale wheels and tires mounted up already, so I really don't want to convert just yet. It is a straight arm front and a straight arm rear. I built the buggy with the laydown. They say it's not really too good on the US tracks, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I drive differently. I don't really race anymore. It's more along the lines of go out to the track and bash around, take some frustrations off from building these things all day long. Battery, I did take and upgraded the spinners to, or the battery nuts to the aluminum ones from the S104. Was just some extras that I had from the 104 kits. Otherwise, they're plastic. You do have to cut this top plate because it kind of tucks up underneath here, so you do have to cut that. They do that for the upright transmission, so you have the extra length because the motor ends up getting shifted further back when you have the upright transmission in it. Other than that, it's pretty well laid out car. The balance feels really good. I mean, I only had it running around on the floor. This week I'll take it to the track and get my full review on it. I do notice that with the Trinity 13.5 in here, the transmission's really loud, as you can hear it. I don't know if you can pick up on it, but when you're driving it, it is really, 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 really loud. And from what I've been told by a friend of mine over in the UK, that it's hit or miss on what gearboxes, how the gearbox is built, and all that other fun stuff of how loud it can be. And I actually truly think it's because the motor is so low on the chassis, it's just echoing off the aluminum, and this is a super coggy motor. So if you don't have a coggy motor, you might not have the noise like this one has. Rear CVDs, typical standard stuff. Other than that, it's a really, really good kit. It went together nice. I just was kind of frustrated with the manual and with the way they laid the parts bags out. Not used to that. I don't really too much care for stuff like that. But other than that, comes standard 5,000 weight rear diff oil and 350 shock oil, whatever Sworkz calls 350 shock oil. Same stuff as the 104 kits. So if you've built the 104 kits, then you're going to be pretty familiar with that. Other than that, I'll get more of an update when I put the car on the track and see how it goes. I wish this camera would focus. It's been out of focus this entire time, hasn't it? That's the S12-1R USA version.